भगवते श्री गौरी गणेशाय नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि गंगणपतये नमः। आसनार्थे अक्षतानि समर्पयामि। राइस। आसनार्थे अक्षतानि समर्पयामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि गंगणपतये नमः गौर्यै नमः। 4 times स्नान। ओम पादर्पाध्यं समर्पयामि। लेग, यस, लेग, हैंड, माउथ एंड सर्वांग। ओम पादर्पाध्यं हस्तु अर्घ्यं मुखे आचमनीयं सर्वांगे स्नानं जलं समर्पयामि भगवते गंगणपतये नमः। मिलितोपचार पंचामृत स्नानं महास्नानं पंचनद्यः सरस्वतीमपि यन्ति सस्रोतसः। सरस्वती तु पंचदा सोदेशे भवत्सरेत। पंचामृतमयानीतं पयोदधिकृतं मधु शर्करा च समायुक्तं स्नानार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतां पुनः शुद्धोदक स्नानम्। ओम शुद्धबालः सर्वशुद्धबालो मणिबालस्तस्मिना शेताः शेताक्षोरुणस्ते रुद्राय पशुपतये कर्णाज्यामबलिप्तारो द्रानमो रूपाः पार्जन्याः शुद्धोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि भगवते गंगणपतये नमः। ओम गंगणपतये नमः। ओम गंगणपतये नमः। ओम गंगणपतये नमः। सुगंधिं तैलम्। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनं मौरुबारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पतिवेदनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् दितो मुक्षीयमामुतः। नेक्स्ट। वस्त्रोपवस्त्रं यज्ञोपवीतं। ओम यज्ञोपवीतं परमं भवेदं प्रजापतिरेय सहजं पुरस्तात् आयुष्यमग्रं प्रतिमुञ्ज शुभ्रं यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेज। यज्ञोपवीतं समर्पयामि। वस्त्रम् उपवस्त्रं समर्पयामि। रक्तसूत्रखण्डद्वयं समर्पयामि। चन्दनानुलेपनम्। ओम त्वां गन्धर्वाघनं स्तामिन्द्रस्ताव्रियस्पतिः त्वामोखदे सोमराज विद्वान् यक्ष्मादमुच्यत। श्रीखण्डं चन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठां चन्दनं प्रतिगृह्यतां चन्दनानुलेपनानान्ते अक्षतान् अक्षयन्यमिव दन्त्य जप प्रिया दुःखदस्तोखद स्वाभानमो विप्रान् विष्टयामति जोजान् विन्द्रते हरे बिल्मपत्रम्। ओम नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमो बर्मिणे च बरुथिने च नमः। श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च नन्याय च दुर्वाङ्कुरान्। काण्डात् काण्डात् प्ररोहन्ति परुखा परुखस्पर्ये बाणो दुर्भे प्रतनुशास्त्रेण सतेन च। पुष्पमालां माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया ऋतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतां पुष्पमालान्ते। पुष्पक्षत। लेफ्ट हैंड and right hand put. Archana, yes. Little hold. 1 1 2 2. Little Durva. Mix. Ready? Om Sumukhaye Namaha. Say Namaha. ओम एकदंताय नमः। ओम कपिलाय नमः। ओम गजकर्णकाय नमः। ओम लंबोदराय नमः। ओम विकटाय नमः। ओम विघ्ननाशाय नमः। ओम विनायकाय नमः। ओम धूम्रकेतवे नमः। ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः। ओम भालचंद्राय नमः। ओम गजाननाय नमः। ओम वक्रतुंडाय नमः। ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः। ओम हेरंबाय नमः। ओम स्कंदपूर्वजाय नमः। ओम गंगणपतये नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। ओम धूरस्य धुर्वधुर्वन्तं धुर्वतं जस्मान् धुर्वतितं धुर्वजं वयं धुर्वामः। देवानामस्य वन्यतमं घोषस्नितमं वप्रितमं जुष्टतमं देवहूतमं धूपमाघ्रापयामि। प्रत्यक्षदीपं सन्दर्शयामि। ओम चंद्रमा मनसो जातक्षोः सूर्यो जायत स्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणस्य मुखादग्निरजायत। भगवते गंगणपतये नमः। गौर्यै नमः। प्रत्यक्षदीपं सन्दर्शयामि। पुष्पाणि गणपतये नमः। नैवेद्यं प्रसाद। ओम नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षगुंशिष्णुर्द्यौः समवर्तत पद्याम्भो मृदि सहस्रोत्रा तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन्नान्नपतेन सनुदेहनमिमस्य सुपिणः प्रपदातार तारिखम् ऊर्जन्यो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे भगवते श्रीगणपतये नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि मुक्षुद्यार्ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि यत्पुरुषेण विखादेवाय नमतन्वत वसन्तोषा सिदाज्यङ्ग्रेक्ष्महिद्मः शरद्ववेः ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि। गणपतये नमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणाम् ओम हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासिद सदाधार प्रतिविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखा विदेमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि भगवते श्रीगणपतये नमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणानान्ते कर्पूरारार्तिक्यम् ओम कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवां भवानी सहितं नमामि। कर्पूरार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि। जलेन शीतलीकरणं भगवते श्री गणपतये नमः। विशेष प्रार्थना लिटिल ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनुभिर्पश्येमहि देवहितं जदायोः। ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं दत्तुमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अव त्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुजानमशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवव्रस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणादात् अवचोर्धातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात्। त्वं वाङ्मयस्तं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्तं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि। सर्वं जगदिदं तत्जायते सर्वं जगदिदं तत्तिष्ठते सर्वं जगदिदं द्वैलयमेष्यते सर्वं जगदिदं द्वै प्रत्येते। त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नमः त्वं चत्वारिवाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वमवस्थत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारास्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वं योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णु त्वं रुद्रस्तं इन्द्रस्तं अग्निस्तं वायुस्तं सूर्यस्तं चन्द्रमास्तं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरं गणादीन् पूर्वोच्चार्य व्रणादिस्तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वरः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतद्मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वमरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारस्यान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं सहितासन्देः सहसा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ओं गणपतये नमः। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात्। एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशाङ्कुशमधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्ते बिभ्राणं शकध्वजां रक्तं लम्बोदरं सर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससां रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितां भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युताम् आविर्भूतां च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात्परम् एवं ध्यायन्ति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वराः। नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रथमपतये नमस्ते स्तुलम्बोदराय कदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमः। विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लम्बोदराय सकलाय जगदिताय नागाननाय श्रुतियज्ञविभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। भगवते श्रीगणपतये नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। अनेन पूजनेन श्रीगणपति देवता प्रियंतां नमः। बोले गणपति भगवान की, गौरी मैया की जय। जय श्री राधे श्याम। अद वरुण देवता पूजनम। ओम वरुणस्योतं मनमसि वरुणस्कम्भ सर्जनिस्तो वरुणसरितसदन्यसि वरुणसरितसदनमसि वरुणसरितसदनमासेद। ओम कलशस्य मुखे विष्णु कंठे रुद्रसमाश्रिता। मूले त्वस्तस्थितो ब्रह्मा मध्ये मातृगणा स्मृता। कुक्षौ तु सागरा सप्त सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी। अर्जुनी गोमती चैव चंद्रभागा सरस्वती। ऋग्वेदोऽथ यजुर्वेद सामवेदो अथर्वण। अंगैश्च सहिता सर्वे कलशं तु समाश्रिता। ओं बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। गन्धक्षतपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि ध्यानार्थे। पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि आसनार्थे। अक्षतानि समर्पयामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि। बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। स्नानं फोर टाइम स्नान। ओम बाधर्पाद्यं समर्पयामि। हस्त्वर्घ्यं समर्पयामि। मुखे आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि। सर्वांगस्नानं जलं समर्पयामि। भगवते बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। वन टाइम पंचामृत। ओम पंचनद्यः सरस्वतीमपि यन्ति सस्रोदश। सरस्वती तु पंचदा सोदेशे भवत्सरित। शुद्धोदकस्नानम्। ओम शुद्धबाल सर्वशुद्धबाल मणिबालस्तस्मिना शेताः शेताक्षरुणस्ते रुद्राय पशुपतये। कर्णाज्यामवलिप्तारोद्र नमो रूपाः पार्जन्याः। शुद्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि। शुद्धोदकस्नानान्ते वस्त्रोपवस्त्रं। भगवते श्री बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। उपवस्त्रं यज्ञोपवीतं परमं पवीतं। प्रजापतिरय सहजं पुरस्तादायुष्समग्रं प्रतिमुञ्च शुभ्रं यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेज। यज्ञोपवीतं समर्पयामि। यज्ञोपवीतान्ते चन्दनानुलेपनम्। ओम द्वांगन्धर्वाघनोस्तामिन्द्रस्ताव्रियस्वतेः त्वामोखदे सोमराज विद्वान् यक्ष्मादमुच्यत। श्रीखण्डं चन्दनं दिव्यं गण्डाट्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठं चन्दनं प्रतिगृहतां। भगवते बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। अक्षतान्। ओम अक्षयन्यमिवदन्त जप प्रियादुखतस्तो खतस्वाभानवविप्राणविष्टयामति जोजान् बिन्द्रते हरि। अक्षतान् समर्पयामि। बिल्मपत्रां दुर्वाङ्कुरान्। ओम नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमो वर्मिणे च वरुथिने च नमः। श्रुताय श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च नन्याय च पुष्पमालां। जैस्मिन् माल्यादीनि सुगन्धिनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मयारितानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृहताम्। भगवते बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये सांगाय सपरिवाराय सशक्तिकाय नमः। ओमादिदेवताभ्यो नमः। प्रत्यादिदेवताभ्यो नमः। इष्टदेवताभ्यो नमः। कुलदेवताभ्यो नमः। ग्रामदेवताभ्यो नमः। स्थानदेवताभ्यो नमः। वास्तुदेवताभ्यो नमः। सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः। सर्वाभ्यो देवीभ्यो नमः। भगवते बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। अर्चना। ओम बं वरुणाय नमः नमः। ओम प्रचेतसे नमः। ओम स्वरूपिणे नमः। ओम अपाम्पतये नमः। ओम मकरवाहनाय नमः। ओम जलाधिपतये नमः। ओम वासस्थाय नमः। ओम अनर्कमणिभूषणाय नमः। ओम वरुणाय नमः। ओम नानाविध परिमल पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमो नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। धूरस्य धुर्वधुर्वञ्जं धुर्वतं यस्मान् धुर्वतितं धुर्वजं वयं धुर्वामः देवानाम शिवनितमगं सस्नितमं पप्रितमं जुष्टतमं देवहूतमं। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। प्रत्यक्षदीपं सन्दर्शयामि। भगवते बं वरुणाय अपाम्पतये नमः। ओम चन्द्रमा मनसो जातक्षजोः सूर्यो जायत श्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत। कर्पूरारतिक्यम। यस प्रसाद भोग। ओम नाभ्यासेदंतरिक्ष घुंसेष्णुदेवो संवर्तदा पद्यां भूमृदिशः श्रोत्रां तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन्न नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। श्रीफलं समर्पयामि। मुक्षुद्यार्ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि। आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि प्राणाय स्वापनाय स्वाव्यानाय स्वदनाय समनाय स्वाहा मध्य मध्य पानीयम् आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि भगवते बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भ समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासिद सदाधार प्रतिविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखाभिदेमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। कर्पूरारार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि। ॐ कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भगवते बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। कर्पूरारार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। नमस्करोमि। ॐ नमो नमस्ते स्फटिकाप्रभाय सुश्वेतहाराय सुमङ्गलाय सुपासहस्ताय जशासनाय जलाधिनाथाय नमो नमस्ते। ओम बम वरुणाय अपां पतये सांगाय सपरिवाराय सशक्तिकाय नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। अनेन पूजनेन श्री वरुण देवता प्रियंताम नमः। बोलिए वरुण देव भगवान की जय। अथ श्री कृष्ण देवता पूजनम। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। परब्रह्मणे श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। आसनार्थे अक्षतानि समर्पयामि। कृष्णाय नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। सराधाय नमः। स्नानम 4 टाइम स्नान। ओम भाद्रपाद्यं समर्पयामि। हस्तुर्घ्यं समर्पयामि। मुखे आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि। सर्वांगे स्नानं जलं समर्पयामि। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। चार पंचामृत स्नानम। ओम पंचनद्यः सरस्वतीमपि यन्ति सस्रोतस सरस्वती तु पंचदासो देशे बवत्सरेत। पंचामृतमयानितं पयोदधि घृतं मधु शर्करा समायुक्तं स्नानार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतां शुद्धोदक स्नानम्। ओम गंगे चमने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदा सिंधु कावेरी स्नानार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतां। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। शुद्धोदक स्नानं समर्पयामि। ओम शुद्धबालः सर्वशुद्धबालो मणिबालस्तस्मिन् श्वेताः श्वेता कृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। सुगंधिं तैलम अत्तर। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृता। सुगंधिं तैलं समर्पयामि। भगवते श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। परमात्माय नमो नमः। वस्त्रोपवस्त्रं यज्ञोपवीतं यज्ञोपवीतं परमं भवेदम्। प्रजापतिरेय सहजं पुरस्तात् आयुष्समग्रं प्रतिमुञ्ज शुभ्रं यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेजा। यज्ञोपवीतान्ते वस्त्रं समर्पयामि। जोवासुवासा परिवीतागासौ श्रेयान् भवति जायमानतं धीरास कवयन्नन्ति साध्यो मनसा देवयन्त वस्त्र। सुजातो ज्योतिगास सर्मवरुथ साम सतत सौवास। नो हियर ओम जुवासुवासा परिवीता घासौ श्रेयान् भवति जायमानतं धीरासकवयुन्यन्ति साध्यो मनसा देवयन्त वस्त्रम् उपवस्त्रं समर्पयामि रक्तसूत्रखण्डद्वयं समर्पयामि चन्दनानुलेपनम् ओम द्वांगन्धर्वाघनस्तमेन्द्रस्ताव्रियस्पतेः त्वामोखदे सोमराज विद्वानक्ष्मादमुच्यत श्रीखण्डं चन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठां चन्दनं प्रतिगृहदाम कुङ्कुमं गन्धद्वारां दुर्दासां नित्यपुष्टां करेशणीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपवै श्रियमक्षतान् अक्षन्नमिव दन्तजवप्रिया दुःखतस्तोखत स्वाबानवविप्रान् विष्टयामतिजोजान् विन्द्रते हरि अक्षतान् समर्पयामि पुष्पमालां जस्मिन्माला माल्यादीनि सुगन्धिनी मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मयारितानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृहदां भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः पुष्पमालां परिधापयामि पुष्पमालान्ते नैवेद्य धूपमाघ्रापयामि ओम धूरसि धुर्वधुर्वन्दं धुर्वतं ज्योत्स्मान् धुर्वतितं धुर्वजं वयं धुर्वामः देवानामसिबनितमघोषस्नितमां वप्रतमां जुष्टतमां देवहूतमां मधुपमाग्रापयामि प्रत्यक्षदीपं सन्दर्शयामि ओम चन्द्रमा मनसो जातश्चोः सूर्यजायत स्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत भगवते श्रीपरब्रह्मणे श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः प्रत्यक्षदीपं सन्दर्शयामि नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि प्रसाद ओम नाभ्यासीदन्तरिक्षघोंसेष्णोर्द्योः संवर्तत पद्भ्याम्भो मृतिसहस्रोत्रां तथा लोकामकल्पयन्न भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे श्रीनारायणाय नमः श्रीकृष्णाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि मुक्षुद्यार्ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीनारायणाय नमः खेण विखादेवा जजनमतन्वतव सन्तोषासिदाजं ग्रीक्मैद्मः शरद्वभिः ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि आचमनीं जलं समर्पयामि ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा पनाय स्वाहा व्यानाय स्वाहा उदनाय स्वाहा समनाय स्वाहा द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि ओम हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकाशिरसदाधारप्रतिविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखा विदेमः द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि सारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भगवते श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः कर्पूरारार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि कर्पूरारार्तिक्यं ते नमस्करोमि बरहापीडं नटवरवपो कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासं कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणुरदरसुदयां पूरयन् गोपवृन्दे वृन्दारण्यं सपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः श्रीपरब्रह्मणे परमात्माय नमो नमः सराधाय नमो नमः श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि अनेन पूजनेन श्री राधा सहित श्रीकृष्ण देवता प्रियंतां बोलिए राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री सीताराम। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव शंभो। गुड डाउन बेदी एंड राधा कृष्ण। Yes, flower, fruit, dakshina. Ready? Go. बोलिए भागवत भगवान की जय। हरि ओम ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे प्रियाणां त्वा प्रियपतिगुं हवामहे निधीनां त्वा निधिपतिगुं हवामहे वसो ममाहमजानि गर्भधमादमजासि गर्भधम्। ओम अम्बे अम्बिके अम्बालिके नमानयति कसनः सुसुदशकः सुभद्रिकां काम्पीलवासिनीं भगवते श्रीगौरीगणेशाय नमः। फर्स्ट ईयर ओम वरुणस्योतं नमसि वरुणस्कंभ सर्जनिस्तो वरुणसरित सदन्यसि वरुणसरित सदनमसि वरुणसरित सदनमासीद। ओम बम वरुणाय नमः पांपताय नमः सांगाय सपरिवाराय सशक्तिकाय नमः स गौरी गणेश सहिताय कलश देवताभ्यो नमः। पंच ओंकार देवता ओम ब्रह्माजनानं प्रथमं प्रसदाद्वैषमदः सुरुचोवेनावः सबुज्ञा उपमा सविष्टाः सतस्योनिमसतस्वैवः। ओम पंच ओंकार देवताभ्यो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम भगवते पंच ओंकाराय नमः। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सूर्य देवी सांब सदा शिवाय नमः। नवग्रह ओम ब्रह्मा मुरारे स्त्रिपुरंतकारी भानु शशिभो मिसुतो बुधश्च गुरुश्च शुक्र शनि राहु केतव सर्वे ग्रहा शांतिकरा भवन्तु। भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः। चंद्रमस्ये नमः। भौमाय नमः। बुधाय नमः। बृहस्पतये नमः। शुक्राय नमः। शनिश्चराय नमः। राहवे नमः। केतवे नमः। सर्वग्रहाय नमः। ब्रह्मा मुरारे स्त्रिपुरंतकारी भानु शशि भूमि सुतो बुधश्च गुरुश्च शुक्र शनि राहु केतव सर्वे ग्रहा शांतिकरा भवन्तु। भगवते श्री सूर्यादि समस्त नवदेवताभ्यो नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। one fruit offer and one dakshina. ओम नाभ्यासेदंतरिक्ष गोंशिष्णोर्देवः समवर्तत पद्भ्याभो मृति सहस्रोत्रा तथा लोकाम अकल्पयन्। ओम जाहा फलि निर्जा फला भुक्पाजाश्च पुक्पिणी बृहस्पति प्रसुतास्तानमुञ्चन्त गोहसः ऋतुफलानि समर्पयामि। भगवते गणपतये नमः। द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। नवग्रहाय नमो। ओम नाभ्यासेदंतरिक्ष गोंशिष्णोर्देवः समवर्तत पद्भ्याभो मृति सहस्रोत्रा तथा लोकाम अकल्पयन्। भगवते बम वरुणाय नमः। सग्रहाय नमो नमः। द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि नमस्करोमि। भद्रस्तमंडल देवता ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्जत्राः स्थिरै रंगे तुष्टुवा घोंसस्तनुभृभसेम हि देवहितं जदायोः। भगवते श्री ब्रह्मा विष्णु आदि समस्त भद्रस्त देवताभ्यो नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। वरुणस्योतं नमसि वरुणस्कंभ सर्जनिस्तो वरुणसरित सदन्यसि वरुणसरित सदनमसि वरुणसरित सदनमासिदं बम वरुणाय अपां पतये नमः। ओम नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवाय सततं नमः। नमो प्रकृतिभद्राय नियतामृता स्वदाम सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। षोडशमातर्यै नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। गंधक्षत पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। यश यंत्र ओम नाभ्यासीदंतरिक्षगों श्रेष्ठोर्द्योः संवर्तत पद्भ्याम्भो मृति सहस्रोत्रां तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन्न नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासीद सदाधारमृतविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखा विदेमः द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि भगवते श्री सर्वतृभद्रस्तदेवतामण्डलाय नमो नमः। षोडशमात्रिका ओम नाभ्यासीदंतरिक्षगों श्रेष्ठोर्द्योः समवर्तत पद्भ्याम्भो मृति सहस्रोत्रां तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन्न नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासीद सदाधारमृतविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखा विदेमः द्रवदक्षिणानान्ते नमस्करोमि। बर्हापीडं नटवरवपो कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासं कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणुरदरसुदयां पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं सपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति भगवते श्री प्रधान देवताभ्यो नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। फर्स्ट गणेश जी हियर। ओम नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यस्तभो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यस्तभो नमो नमो गृह्सेभ्यो गृह्सपतिभ्यस्तभो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यस्तभो नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। गन्धक्षतपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम मनोजवं ऋतुतुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बोधिवतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये भगवते श्री हनुमतये नमः। ओम सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते भगवती श्री शरणेश्वरी दुर्गादेव्यै नमो नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। वन्दे देवोमापतिं सुरगुरुं वन्दे जगत्कारिणं वन्दे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वन्दे पशूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवह्निनयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदां वन्दे शिवं शङ्करं भवानी शङ्कराय नमः। सांब सदा शिवाय नमः। सपरिकराय नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। बालमुकुंद ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। भगवते श्री बालमुकुंदाय नमः। गंधक्षतपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। सराधाय नमः। सकृष्णाय नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। ओम नाभ्यासीदंतरिक्षगों श्रेष्ठोर्द्योः समवर्तत पद्भ्याम्भो मृति सहस्रोत्रां तथा लोकाम् अकल्पयन्न नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि मुक्षुद्यार्ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि प्राणाय स्वापनाय स्वाभ्यानाय सवदनाय समनाय स्वाहा द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासीद सदाधारमृतविद्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय विखा विदेमः द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि भगवते श्री राधाकृष्णाभ्यां नमः समस्त देव परिकराय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि अनेन पूजनेन श्री गणपति देवता सहित समस्त देवता प्रियंतां नमः। बोलिए राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। कस्तूरीतिलकां ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभां नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कङ्कणं सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्रीपरिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणे। भगवते श्री राधाकृष्णाभ्यां नमः। ध्यानार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम भाद्रपाद्यम हस्तवर्गम मुखे आचमनीयम सर्वांग स्नानम जलम समर्पयामि। श्री राधाकृष्णाभ्यां नमः। गिरिराजाय नमो नमः। गंधक्षत पुष्पाणि चंदन चंदन श्रीखंडम चंदनम दिव्यम। ओम गंधद्वारां दुर्दासां नित्यपुष्टां गरीषिणीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां दामियोपवये श्रियम्मा। भगवते श्री गिरिराजाय नमः। कुंकुमां समर्पयामि। गंधद्वारां दुर्दासां नित्यपुष्टां गरीषिणीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां दामियोपवये श्रियम्मा। भगवते श्री first Havan, then after Radha Krishna Pujan. Vyas Pujan. One fruit. Okay. Prasad. उम्नाभ्यासिदन्तरिक्षगों शिष्णोद्योः संवर्तत पद्भ्याम्भो मृतिसहस्रोत्रा तथा लोकामकल्पयन्नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि श्रीफलं समर्पयामि मुक्षुद्धार्ताम्बूलानि समर्पयामि आचमनीयं जलं समर्पयामि द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतसजातः पतिरेकासीद सदाधार प्रतिविद्यां ते मां कस्मै देवाय विखाभिधेमः द्रवदक्षिणां समर्पयामि नमस्करोमि कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। बोलिए गिरिराज महाराज की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। ओके, अनेन पूजनेन श्री गिरिराज देवता प्रियंतां नमः। Okay, no problem. Not use mic, oven. No? Start.
जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा।
मेरे बांके बिहारी लाल तू इतना ना करियो श्रृंगार नजर तो है लग जाएगी यारी नजर तो है लग जाएगी मेरे बांके बिहारी लाल तेरे सूरतिया पे मन मोरत का प्यारा लगे तेरा पीला पतका तेरे सूरतिया पे मन मोरत का प्यारा लगे तेरा पीला पतका तेरे गल में विजंती माँ तेरे गल में विजंती विमुख शिखर से धारा माए राधा हरि सन्मुख लाए बांसुरिया हरि सावरिया की राधा गोरी सुनवाले बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर होठ पे माया विराजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे हरे हरे बांस की बनी मुरलिया हरे हरे बांस की बनी मुरलिया मरम मरम को छुए अंगुरिया मरम मरम को छुए अंगुरिया चंचल चतुर अंगुरिया जिस पर चंचल चतुर अंगुरिया जिस पर कनिक मुदरिया साजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे भूल गई राधा हरी गगरिया भूल गई राधा हरी गगरिया भूल करे गोधन को सवरिया भूल करे तो गोधन को सवरिया जाने न जाने तेरो जाने न जाने तेरो जाने जाने अध जन साजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर होठ पे माया विराजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे मुरलिया बाजे मुरलिया बाजे
Can we please all stand for Vyasji? सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षा सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्ततिष्ठादशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वशेषान् हिरण्येनातरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो जायागश्च पुरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोऽध्व उदयपुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराजजायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः सजातो अत्यदिच्छत पश्चात् भूमिमतो पुरः तत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञवतन्वतं वसन्तो अस्य सीदाजं ग्रीष्म इद्म शरद्दविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तः समिधः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं यत्पुरुषं ददधु कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य को बाहु कावूरुपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरु तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागुं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादन्त्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्यासिरन्तरिक्षागुं शीर्ष्णार्ध्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दशः श्रोता तथा लोकाङ्गम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन्यदास्ते दाता पुरस्ताजमुदा जहार शक्रप्रविद्वान् परितस्तस्त्रः तमेव विद्वान् अमृत एव भवति नान्यः पन्थायनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः स्थानि धर्माणि प्रथमन्यासन देहनाकं महिमानः सुचन्त्रे सत्ययत् पूर्वे साध्या शान्तिरेवाः ॐ नमो नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We'll have a bhajan in the meanwhile that Vyas Puja is being performed. Om Chandanastu Mahat Punyam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Harati Nityam Lakshmi Vasattu Sarvara Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Ve Brahmanide Vasisthaya Namo Namaha.
Om Namostu Nantaya Sahasramurtaye Sahasrapada Sahasrabhave Sahasranamne Purushaya Saswade Sahasrakoti Yugadharine Namaha.
हमें तो जो गलिया बनाए गयो रे हमें तो जो गलिया बनाए गयो रे यशोदानंद के लाला रे यशोदानंद के लाला रे हमें तो जो गलिया बनाए गयो रे हमें तो जो गलिया बनाए गयो रे आप तो खावे माखन मिश्री आप तो खावे माखन मिश्री आप तो खावे माखन मिश्री हमें तो गति छचिया बिलाए गयो रे हमें तो गति छचिया बिलाए गयो रे यशोदानंद के लाला रे यशोदानंद के लाला रे हमें तो जो गलिया बनाए गयो रे हमें तो जो गलिया बनाए गयो रे तो जोगनिया बनाए गयो रे।
Bolo Vyas Maharaj ki jai. Thank you everyone. Please stand again as we perform our opening arti. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janamantar Kritani Cha Tani Sarvani Nashantu Pradakshina Pare Pare.
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती। ये अमर ग्रंथ, ये मुक्ति पंथ, ये पंचम वेद निराला, नवजोत जगाने वाला। ये अमर ग्रंथ, ये मुक्ति पंथ, ये पंचम वेद निराला, नवजोत जगाने वाला। हर ज्ञान यही वरदान, यही हर ज्ञान यही वरदान, यही जग की मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayharam Sarvalokekanatham Namaste Satete Jagatkaranaya Namaste Chite Sarvalokasrayaya Namo Dvaita Tattvaya Mukti Pradaya Namo Brahmane Vyapane Shashvataya Sarvamangala Mangali Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. We bow, or you can have a seat. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Bolo Vyas Maharaj ki, Bolo Shri Bhaagvat Mahapurana ki Jai. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you for joining with us on this beautiful, beautiful day, our 6th day of Bhagavad Katha. I notice everyone is sitting on the right today because Surya Bhagwan is shining on that side a little bit more. It's a beautiful day today, and it's a great day to be outdoors. I think many, many years when we were performing Govardhan Puja, as we did yesterday, there was lots of rain, there was thunder, as there was in Vrindavan at that time. But I believe this year we're a little bit more blessed. Just a little bit of rain in the beginning, and hopefully we will get the blessing of rain afterwards as well. Thank you and welcome to each and every single one of you. We have our shrotas today who have sat down for puja. And this is the Mangru family, no stranger to all of us. They have performed with their entire family a beautiful puja this afternoon. They have left a message for us. They said, on behalf of the Mangru family and Professional Powder Coating Limited, we would like to thank Bhagwan for everything in our lives. We have found Bhavani Shankar Mandir many years ago through Bhagvat Katha, which we call a home. And we are forever grateful for this opportunity. We would like to thank Bhagwan Krishna for all that he has done for us. Thank you so much to the Mangru family and for sponsoring and sitting down in puja with us today. Virtually, we have a few sponsors as well. We'd like to acknowledge them before we begin. From Gayatri Narayan, blessings of Krishna Bhagwan be with all of us during this auspicious period of Krishna Janmashtami. Thank you for your sponsorship online. Vidya and Raymond Deonandan and family, giving thanks to the Lord and wishing everyone a happy Shri Krishna Janmashtami. Thank you, Auntie Vidya. Are you here today? Yes, she is. Thank you. We have Lynn Bahadur, Shri Krishna blessings to Pandit Hardat and everyone at BSM for bringing puja and satsang into our home and to allow us to feel as if we are in Mandir. Shri Krishna blessings to all who make it possible. Thank you, Auntie Lynn, for your sponsorship. Bisundai Ramcharan, thanking Lord Krishna for his blessings. Thank you for your sponsorship. Rohini Lal, we are thankful for the love and blessings from Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Thank you for your sponsorship. Ramdat Brahmadin and family, giving thanks to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Thank you for your sponsorship. Peter and Lilauti Pritipal, may Shri Krishna bless our family with love and happiness. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. And Bhojan today will be sponsored, of course, by Auntie Babita and Uncle Chris Mangru and their entire family. Without these sponsorships, devotees, our friends, our Bhagavad Katha would not be possible. This is something that allows us to be here, that allows these lights in the Bhagavad to be on. We always say this for the Mandir, but the same is true for our Bhagavad tents as well. So thank you so much to all of you who have sponsored online and to our Shrotas in person. We'd like to give it over to our capable Vyasji, who has done 5 beautiful nights of Bhagavad Katha, and this is now the 6th night of Bhagavad Katha. We have heard of Krishna Janam, we have heard of Ras Leela, we have heard many, many stories along the way, and we have a couple of more great stories that really dignify and show why Bhagwan Shri Krishna is the greatest. We have a beautiful katha in plan. We all know what it is because Guruji has put it out online, showing what each of the days are, the important days, allowing us to come on and enjoy, knowing what we have in store. Bolo Vyas Maharaj ki Jai.
बोले श्री गणपति भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। श्री बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। वंशी विभूषित करान नवनीरदाभात। पीतांबरा दरुण बिंब फलधरोष्ठात्। पूर्णेन्दु सुंदर मुखारविंद्र नेत्र। कृष्णात् पदम् किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। कृष्णत्वदीय पदपङ्कज पंजरन्ते। अद्यैव मे विशतु मनसा राजहंसा। प्राणप्रयाण समये कफवात् पितेह। कंठावरोधन विद्यो स्मरणं कुतस्ते ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नमभीष्टदोहम् तीर्थास्पदं शिव विरिञ्चिमृतं शरण्यम् भृत्यार्तिहं प्रणतपालभवाब्धिपोतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम् आदवदेवकी देवी गर्भजननम् गोपीगृहे वर्धनम् मायापूतनजीवितापहरणम् गोवर्धनोद्धारणम् कंसच्छेदनकौरवादिहननम् कुन्तीसुतां पालनम् एतत् भागवतं पुराणकथितं श्रीकृष्णलीलामृतम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे करारविन्दे न पदारविन्दम् मुखारविन्दे विनवेशयन्तम् करारविन्दे न पदारविन्दम् मुखारविन्दे विनवेशयन्तम् वातस्य पात्रस्य पुतेशयानं बालमुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा जिह्वे पिबा स्वामृतमेतदेवा गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति। विक्रेतु कामा किल गोप कन्या मुरारी पादा वित चेत वृत्ति दत्याधिकं मोहवशद भोजन गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द Everybody,
दामोदर
let's bring Lord Krishna to our presence. गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति। श्री हरि गृहे गृहे गोपवधू कदम्बा सर्वे मिलित्वा समवाप्य योगं पुण्यानि नामानि पतन्ति नित्यं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति 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 गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति। गोविंद भगवान की जय। श्री राधे गोविंद भज मन श्री राधे श्री राधे गोविंद भज मन श्री राधे श्री राधे गोविंद भज मन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोविंद भज मन श्री राधे।
श्री राधे श्री राधे
श्री राधे श्री राधे।
ओ बोलो श्री राधे श्री राधे
श्री राधे श्री राधे।
ओ श्री राधे गोविंद भज मन श्री राधे श्री राधे
गोविंद भज मन श्री राधे।
जय राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
राधे राधे राधे बरसाने वाले राधे।
जय राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
राधे राधे राधे बरसाने वाले राधे।
ओ राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
राधे राधे राधे बरसाने वाले राधे।
जय राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
राधे राधे राधे बरसाने वाली राधे।
श्री राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
राधे राधे राधे बरसाने वाले राधे।
यमुना जी की लहरें बोले श्री राधा राधा
श्री राधा राधा श्री राधा राधा।
वृंदावन की बंसी बोले श्री राधा राधा
श्री राधा राधा श्री राधा राधा।
ओ यमुना जी की लहरें बोले श्री राधा राधा वृंदावन की बंसी बोले श्री राधा राधा श्री राधा राधा श्री राधा राधा
श्री राधा राधा श्री राधा राधा।
हमारे धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा हमारे धन राधा
श्री राधा श्री राधा।
तेरी बंसी पे तेरे बंसी पे जाऊं बलिहार रसिया मैं तो नाचूंगी तेरे दरबार रसिया तेरे बंसी पे
जाऊं बलिहार रसिया मैं तो नाचूंगी तेरे दरबार रसिया।
हो मैं तो नाचूंगी तेरे दरबार रसिया, मैं तो नाचूंगी तेरे दरबार रसिया। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Please take all the fun. It's turning my pages. Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hands in the air. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Sham. On behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, please accept our sincere welcome this evening. What we consider a very, very hot day here in Toronto, Brampton. Toronto area, Brampton, for those of you who are online. I want to thank all of you for being here, and of course for our Shrotas, for allowing this session, for sponsoring this session. In person, the Mangrove family is no stranger to our temple. They are lovers of our Dharma, they are givers to our Dharma, and they are upholders of our Dharma. May Bhagwan Ji bless them, and all our Shrotas online as well. From all parts of the world, I must say, they are sponsoring, and it is a pleasure to bring Katha to you in your respective homes. To all our musicians, mothers and fathers who have come from far and near, to our Panditjis, and to all who are part of this program, Bhagwan Ji's blessings to all of you. I'll go straight to it tonight because we have a little bit to cover. We have Rukmini Mangal tonight. In our Dharma, in our culture, there are a few weddings that are very big. One of them is called Janki Mangal. That is the wedding of Mother Sita and Bhagwan Sri Ram. Then we have Parvati Mangal, which is the wedding of Mother Parvati and Bhagwan Shivji. And also we have Rukmini Mangal, which is the wedding of Bhagwan Shri Krishna along with Rukmini Devi. As you all know, Bhagwan Shri Krishna was not married to Radha Devi. Radha Devi is the doorway, the pure form of love for Shri Krishna. Do you know why Shri Krishna detached from Radha? We will learn about today. We will learn about why did he detach physically from Radha. We all believe, well, most of us believe, that love has a lot to do with something or someone physical, that you literally have to be with someone physically to love them. And that's true. It enhances your love, it elevates it in many ways. Tonight we will show you that Sri Krishna Bhagwan puts love at a different pedestal, or on a different pedestal, where love is not dependent. Love is not dependent. Last night he spoke about it. When the gopis came and he played his beautiful basuri, he says physical proximity has nothing to do with love, because they all ran from their homes and they came to see Shri Krishna. And so tonight, Bhagwan Shri Krishna is going to make some very unique moves in this life. But last night, we danced the Ras Leela. Bhagwan Shri Ram danced with Shri Krishna danced with the gopis. The Ras Leela is called the dance of love. Ras Leela, for every gopi that was dancing, the hundreds of them that were dancing, every one of them had a Krishna with them that they were dancing with. Bhagwan Gopeshwar, Sri Bhagwan Mahadev came from Kailash and dressed as a gopi. Today that temple is in Vrindavan called the Gopeshwar Temple. And if you go there, the Lord Lingam is dressed like a gopi with a shawl and with hair. It is still there today, Gopeshwar. And it is a very beautiful place for Bhagwan Shankar. Now, Krishna Bhagwan is, in the eyes of Kansa, still alive. The evil force of Kansa wants to kill the Lord. So Kansa says, since I've sent all my people, Putana, Trinavrat, and all of them, to kill Krishna Bhagwan, and he's not yet dead, I'm going to send one of his own to invite him. So who does he call upon? Bho bho darnapate mahyam kriyatam maitramadutah nanyasvato hitamato vidyate bhoja vrishnishu atastvam akshita saumya कार्यगौरवरसाधनं यथेन्द्रो विष्णुमाक्षित्या स्वार्थमध्यागमाद्विभू. Kansa calls on Akrur. Akrur is a known minister in Krishna's Bhagwan's family. So he says, if I send one of his own, he will come. You know, wicked people, when they want to get to you, not if they want to, when they want to get to you, they choose your closest allies. They choose your closest allies, your brother, or your sister, your friend. They poison them, they twist their minds in order to get to you. He calls on Akrur. He says, if I send Akrur, he will bring Krishna and I will just crush him. He calls Krishna, he calls Akrur Mama, and he says, I want you to go and bring Shri Krishna, but don't tell him, don't discuss with him anything. Just tell him we have a little tournament happening here and we want him to come participate in the process. Well, when Akrur hears this, Akrur was serving Kansa. And when he heard this, that he now has to go and he has to bring Shri Krishna Bhagwan, you know, he asked himself, what penance have I done to deserve this? Kim maya charitam bhadram, kim taptam paramam tapa, kim vatapya harte datam yat dakshyam yadhya keshavam. Mame taddurlabham manya uttam shloka darshanam vishayatmano yata brahma kirtanam shuddha janmanaha. Akrur Mama asked himself the question. He says, what penance have I done to deserve the opportunity to see Krishna Bhagwan? Many will say, what course have I been given to go and to sit in Katha for 7 days? Right? People have taken sankalp to be in Katha with us for 7 days. Akrur Mama says, what penance have I done to deserve this? When an opportunity of satsang comes in our life, when an opportunity to be in association with Bhagwan comes in our life, you must ask yourself, Prabhu, what have I done? Janamantare bhavut punyam. For many births, Janamantare bhavut punyam. You and I are here today because many births of good punyas have supported our presence here today. Janamantare bhavit punyam. Akrur Mama says, well, now I will see the Lord. My evil deeds will be destroyed. Mamadhya mangalam nashtam. Amangalam nashtam. All my improper karmas, my impious deeds will now be destroyed. Why? Hiyamana kalayadhana. When I see Shri Krishna, my evil deeds, my impious deeds will all be destroyed. This is called the darshan of Bhagwan. These kathas are important to understand. I know we usually jump to Rukmani and Sudama and so, they're important to understand. What is the purpose of darshan? Right? We have in this temple now, I'm so happy that the Indian community is really responding well to the temple. I sat in there 15 minutes this evening and there was about, in and out, there's 40, 50 people coming in. I was very happy with that over the last couple of weeks. We have a lot of people from the Indian community coming here. We have worked very hard for that. And you know what they come to do? They're probably going to the market, they're going to the store, they're going to somewhere, but they just stop in. They spend 5 to 7 minutes, they sit down a little bit, they watch around, they take a darshan, they put their little, dakshina, they take prasad and they go home. It is called darshan. Every single day they would come for the darshan of Lord. Because just like you and I physically, on a physical level, we are becoming impure. We're just sitting here, you're perspiring, you walk a little bit, you do some work, your body gets dirty, you have to cleanse physically. Similarly, our mind every day becoming in contact with Maya of this world, the illusion of this world, our mind is becoming impure. And when our mind is becoming impure, then the mind is the root of everything. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Sri Krishna Bhagavan says, use your mind to get to me. And if our mind is becoming impure, we have to do something to cleanse the mind. And what is one of the things we do to cleanse the mind? Daily darshan of Bhagavan. That is one of the things. You can say what you want about them, that they wear this and that and come, but they come for daily darshan. That daily darshan, Akrur Mama is saying that when one appears in front of God, the tejas of the Lord, the fiery, blissful energy of Bhagavan, when that gets showered upon you, when you make one-on-one contact with Bhagavan, what happens? Whatever has happened during the day, your mind gets realigned back again. Just like you have a shift of a bone or something in your body, you go and somebody do something, they put it back how they're supposed to be. The Lord is a chiropractor of the mind. He fixes up, He straightens us back. And that is why a daily dose of darshan is always required in our Sanatana Dharma. Akrur Mama says, the fact that I'm going to appear, I'm going as a messenger, I'm going to tell the Lord to come. I know can't want to kill him, nobody can kill him. But the fact that I'm going to see the Lord today, that itself means my deeds are going to be burnt away. Secondly, that's the physical form of the Lord. The book form of the Lord, Srimad Bhagavatam. You know, there is something called Uddhav Gita, which we'll read tomorrow. We must come for the conclusion of the Katha tomorrow to hear how Bhagavan Shri Krishna left this world. When he knew that he was leaving, he gave Uddhav something called the Uddhav Gita. And Uddhav asked him, Prabhu, you're going to leave this world and go. Who is going to rule this world? Because we know when there's no Bhagavan, everybody is all over the place. Who is going to rule this world? He says, Uddhav, I put my tejas, I will manifest myself inside the Bhagavatam, so that just like, other faiths have it, my form will be realized through the Bhagavatam. That is why as Hindus, we worship the books, but most importantly, we follow the teaching of the Srimad Bhagavatam. When you're listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, you're not listening to Pandit Haradat, you're not listening to a voice, you are listening to the teachings of Krishna Bhagavan himself. This is how blessed it is. Dr. Chabi was here the other night, he spoke, Bhagavatam is for the insects, so that they can take form into a higher being. Bhagavatam is for the animals, so that they can elevate. Bhagavatam is for you and for me, so that we can elevate to another level of life. Now, Akrur Mama is going. When he goes now, it reminds me of this journey of Mirabai. He has to travel now from Mathura to go to Vraj. And just like Akrur Mama was traveling, Mirabai, of course. Dur Nagari, Bari Dur Nagari. Mirabai is from Rajasthan. Rajasthan to Vrindavan is quite a trek, quite a drive, many hours. But Mirabai is going to walk. And she's telling Krishna, Krishna, kaise aavu main kanhai? Kaise aavu main kanhai? How can I walk and come to you, Krishna? Teri Gokul Nagari, Bari Dur Nagari, Kanha Dur Nagari, Bari Dur Nagari, Kanha Dur Nagari,
Bari Dur Nagari.
Kaise aavu main kanhai, kaise aavu main kanhai, Teri Gokul Nagari, Badi Dur Nagari, Dur Nagari, Badi Dur Nagari, Kanha Dur Nagari, Badi Dur Nagari. रात तो मैं आऊं कान्हा दर मोहे लागे, रात तो मैं आऊं कान्हा दर मोहे लागे, दिन में आवो तो देखे सारी नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी। हाँ, दिन में आवो तो देखे सारी नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी। श्री गोविंदा। सखी संग आवूं कान्हा शर्म मोहे लागे, सखी संग आवूं कान्हा शर्म मोहे लागे, अकेले आवूं तो भूल जाऊं डगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी। हो अकेले आऊं तो भूल जाऊं नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी,
बड़ी दूर नगरी।
धीरे धीरे चलूं कान्हा कमर मोहे लचके, धीरे धीरे
चलूं कान्हा कमर मोहे लचके,
कमर मोहे लचके, कमर मोहे लचके, कमर मोहे लचके, कमर। धीरे धीरे चलूं कान्हा कमर मोहे लचके, धीरे धीरे ओ छटपट चलू तो छलकाए गगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, छटपट चलू तो छलकाए गगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी। कैसे आऊं मैं कन्हाई, कैसे आऊं मैं कन्हाई, तेरी गोकुल नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी, बड़ी दूर नगरी, कान्हा दूर नगरी, ओ बड़ी दूर नगरी। Mirabai, our children today know a lot of songs by a lot of Western singers. Please sing Mirabai songs. All of you can Google it, you can YouTube it. Mirabai songs, Tulsidas ji songs, Surdas songs. This is a beautiful song from Mirabai. It relates to this Katha. Mirabai is writing to Krishna. He says, Bhagwan, I'm in Rajasthan. How can I come to Vraj? So many hours of drive. Dur Nagari. Kaise aao main kandhai? Tere Gokul Nagari. First Prabhu. Raat mein to aau kanha, dar mohe lage. If I come in the night, I'll be afraid, Prabhu. But दिन में आवो तो देखे सारी नगरी. And if I come in the day, everybody will see me and they say, a girl has come to meet Krishna. And you know, if people see what happened, we value the opinion of people so much. दिन में आओ तो देख सारी नगरी, the whole village will see me and I'll be disgraced, Krishna. I am in problems right now. Tell me how to solve this. Sakhi sang aavu kanha, I can bring my friends with me. Sharm mohe lage, but I will feel shy. Akeli aavo to, I can come alone, Prabhu. Bhul javu na dagari, but I will forget my way if I come alone. I'm in a problem, Prabhu. Please help me. Dheere dheere chalu kanha, kamar mohe lachke. I can come slowly to you, Kanha. But I'm afraid you will not be patient to wait for me. What should I do, Krishna? What should I do? This is Mirabai's plight. My friends, I know how far some of you have come for this Katha. Of course, I'm the Pandit of most of you here. I know your sacrifices, a hot day, a long weekend, tomorrow. I'm sure so many kids are joyful to return back to school. They've been away for 2 months, and I can see the happiness in their face because their face is not here today. So, so we know how challenging it is, but you're here. You are here. And they are watching from wherever. It's all good. Akrur, he had this thought now he's going to meet Krishna. When he arrived in Vraj, the Bhagavatam tells us that he saw the footprints of Krishna. You know what he did? He bowed to the footprints of the Lord Krishna. He says, this is the dust of Sri Krishna's feet. He bowed. He sees Krishna, he fell at the feet of Krishna. Bhagwan Krishna washed his feet, fed him, put him to sit. The Lord did not ask a question, why you're here. Akrur felt so embarrassed coming from royalty to the village. He sees so much devotion and love from Sri Krishna. Then what happened? He starts to massage the feet of Akrur. He did not ask Akrur why he's here as yet. Bhagwan Sri Krishna then says, Akrur Mama, kya karan hai? What is the purpose of your visit? And he says, Kans wants to see you. Kans wants to see you. Krishna Bhagwan understood the meaning of this. Now, Krishna Bhagwan knows what was happening here. This is all a setup for him to go and perform his duty, which is the demise of the great Kansa. Geographically wise, Mathura and Vrindavan is about 45 minutes or so drive. 45 minutes drive? Half hour? Half hour, okay. He's from that area. But when I go, my driver drives slow. So it depends who driver you have. So he drive fast. Two-wheeler, half hour. Four-wheeler, 45 minutes. Okay. Akrur says, well, you got to come. The gopis were there. Here's a beautiful Gopya Uvacha. Aho vidhyatmava kaschit daya sanyog maitra prayena dehina. The gopis look at Akrur and they say, Akrur, you're a cruel man. You're a cruel man. You know that Krishna is the prana. Krishna is the life of all of us. And now you're taking away our life from us. It is better for you to kill us. Your king should come and kill us. But don't take our Krishna away from us. And now, my friends, it is recorded that he goes on the chariot with Balram. Akrur goes on the chariot with Balram. All the gopis are crying. All the gopis are crying. And then when all the gopis are crying, there was one that could not withstand the departure. And what she does, Radha Devi comes and she throws herself in front of the chariot. You ever see movies like that? Boy is leaving, girl throws herself in front of the chariot. Ore Kandhaiya Paru Tore Paiya. Radha Devi throws herself. Mat ja, Mathura. Don't go, Krishna. Don't go, Krishna. Don't go to Mathura. Ore Kandhaiya Paru Tore Paiya. Kunjan ki galiyon mein दौर लगाए चोरी चोरी माखन को अब कौन खाए. Hare Krishna, if you go to Mathura and leave us, who will steal our makhan? Who will steal our makhan? Na? Dher dher lagayenge kaun teri gaiya. Who will graze your cows, Krishna? Mat ja Mathura. Mat ja Mathura. Don't go to Mathura. Don't go to Mathura. Don't go to Mathura. Biraha ka dukh gopi कैसे सहेगी? Who will take on the challenges of the sorrows of the gopis? When they are sad, you make them happy. No? तेरी राधा रानी अब कैसे जिएगी? तेरी राधा रानी अब कैसे जिएगी? रो रो के भर जाएंगी तेरी मैया. Your mother cries and she will continue to cry. But who will give her comfort? मत जा, मत जा, मत जा मथुरा. We'd like to welcome Pujya Dr. Dubeji to our Srimad Bhaagvat Katha. Baba, it's so nice to see you. It's a blessing to always have you with us. Pandit Bhoj is here as well with us this evening, our family priest, and so such an honor to see you both from Vishnu Mandir. Radharani continues. She places herself in front of the chariot. Gopi birahani ka ab kaun sahara, जपती रहेगी हम नाम तुम्हारा. We have always never failed to pray to you, Shri Krishna. We've never ever failed to pray and to give our devotion to you. रोम रोम बस जाऊं दाऊ जी के भैया. कृष्णा, मत जा, मत जा, मत जा मथुरा. ओरे कंधैया परूं तोरे पैया. बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. बोलो श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. 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 बोलो श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. प्रगृहतां केशोषि चलत् किरीटं, निपात्य रंगोपरि तुंगमंचात्. तस्योपरिश्चात् स्वयभक्तनाभा, प्रपात विश्वाक्षय आत्मतंत्रा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. बोलो श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. Bhagwan Shri Krishna proceeds to Mathura. Uddhav took him there. There's a bit of a journey that happened, but we'll proceed. When he goes to Mathura, there is a description of the amphitheater in which the wrestling match was going to happen. There were giants there, there were elephants there. The Lord used his powers, of course, to destroy them all, because his duty was to destroy the dangerous King Kansa. Bhagwan Shri Krishna, this is when we look at our scripture, Mahabharata war, for example, there were so many sacrifices which needed to be made. There was one elephant here by the name of Kavalyapida. He was killed by the Lord. He stood on the side of Raja Kansa. But this is not the first time these things are happening. In Dharma, we all know that there are tremendous amount of sacrifices which has to be made. In Mahabharata War, you all remember this story. I think I've told you so many times. When Dronacharya, everyone wanted the weapon from Dronacharya, Guru Dronacharya hands to fall. They wanted him to let go of the weapon, because as long as he had the weapon in his hands and he's standing, nobody can defeat him. They went to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Remember, the Lord is going to use chal. Duryodhana asked him, how are you going to win this battle? He says, chal. Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, listen, I want you to go, Yudhishthir, I want you to go and you tell Gurudron, and when I tell you to, tell him Ashwathama is dead. Who was Ashwathama? Anybody? Who was Ashwathama? Dronacharya's son. Yudhishthira says, Prabhu, what? But he's not dead. No. He says, you go and tell him Ashwathama is dead when I tell you to. Yudhishthira says, why me, Prabhu? Why you want me to go? He says, you're Dharmaraj, you're the man of Dharma, you're the man of truth. If you tell him, he'll believe you. He won't believe Bhim, he won't believe Arjun. If you tell him, he'll believe you. You know, in the battlefield, there was an elephant called Ashwathama as well. The elephant had to be killed, he had to be sacrificed, because this is just like Ghatotkach. I told you this story many times. Ghatotkach was also had to be sacrificed. Krishna Bhagwan knew that Karna had this weapon, and there was only one person he had to give Ghatotkach. He was sacrificed. The elephant was killed in the battlefield. The elephant's name was Ashwathama. Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, Yudhishthir, you see, Ashwathama is dead. Yudhishthir said, Prabhu, what? He says, Ashwathama, go and tell Dronacharya Ashwathama is dead. Should I tell him, Lord, that his son is dead? No. Go and tell him Ashwathama is dead. That's all. And then Yudhishthir, he went and he told Guru Drona, Guruji, Ashwathama is dead. And when Guru Drona heard that Ashwathama died, he then let go of the weapon from his hand. That is how they got him to let go of the weapon. Tremendous sacrifice. The Lord had to use his creativity in so many ways to fight for Dharma, to fight for our Dharma. And today we are here, not because our ancestors and Bhagwan was lazy, but all of them rose to the occasion. Bhagwan went to Mathura, and when he fought the battles, the first thing he did, Praghritam Keshosi Chalit Kiritam Nitpatya Rango Pari Tumangamacha. He held on, he jumped on Raja Kansa, he held on to the crown, and he threw the crown on the ground. Why did he do that? Because he says, no ruler, of course, a ruler like you rather don't deserve this crown. He held Raja Kans by the hair, Keshe, and he dragged him on the ground. Fierce battle happened there, and he killed Raja Kans, of course. The Lord, of course, did many things from there. He brought his Guru's son back from death, and so on. But we'll go now straight to our Katha for tonight. Uddhav, of course, was sent afterwards. Uddhav is the student of Brihaspati, and he had quite a bit of pride in him. Bhagwan Shri Krishna had to send him back to Vrindavan to see the humility of the gopis. Sometimes a little achievement in life will, sometimes we have to remind ourselves in life that our achievements are good, but humility is the very foundation that we are all built upon. Now what happens here? The Katha of Rukmini Mangal. Om Shri Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Prapto Shritva Sudahitam Praveshnu Sukho Abhyatatuniyo Ghoshena Rama Krishna Samarham Madhuparkamupaniya Vasamsi Virachansi Saha upayanamyam bhishtan vividat sampujitaha. How was it that the Madhupark was offered to Bhagwan Shri Krishna in the Rukmini Mangal, when of course it was meant for someone else? There was one king by the name of Bhishmak. He was the king of Vidarbha. He had many sons: Rukmi, Rukmaratha, Rukmabahu, Rukmakesha, Rukmali. 5 sons. And he had one daughter only. It was decided that his daughter, it was decided by the eldest son, that his daughter would be married to Shishupal, a demon. And what happens when Rukmini got hold of this? Rukmini says, my marriage is only destined with the Lord. She sends a letter with a Brahmana. The Brahmana delivers the letter to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Bhagwan Shri Krishna, of course, he receives the letter. And what did the letter says? Shrutva gunan bhava sundar shrunvatam te nirvishya karna vihare haratong Rupam drisham drishamata khatilata labham Tvachuttatam vishati chitta mata patapam Katva mukunda mahati kulashura rupam Vidya vayodra vidadha matiratma pulyam Dhira patim kulavati navrinita kanya Kalendra simha naraloka manobhiramam. He sent a letter. She sent a letter with a Brahmana. Krishna Bhagwan opens the letter. How does it read? Shrutva gunana bhavana sundara shrunvatam te. Having heard, O immortal, O Krishna, most handsome one in all of the worlds, of your excellences, I write to you, O beloved, you are most charming in appearance. She describes the beauty of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. You are most charming in appearance. What noble form and highborn girl in this life would not want liberation with your association? She writes, Shwe bhava vini tvamajitendra deham vidarbhana gupta sametya pratanati bhi parit nirbhatya chedhyam gajendраvat prahastam Mam rakshasena vidinoha virya shuklam. Long ago, people used to write letters. Today, they don't do that anymore. Today, texts are exchanged, WhatsApp messages are sent, descriptions happen. But this here is a beautiful letter of love. A letter of love because when we look at the marriage of Sri Krishna and Rukmini Devi, this is not compared to the marriage we have here today. Right? This is not compared to a West Indian wedding that we see today, and I'm not critical about that, but I think that we have to learn so much about the beautiful marriage of Sri Krishna and Rukmini. The intent here was for Rukmini Devi to be united with Sri Krishna, to give her body, to give her soul to the Lord in marriage. When we do Vivah Sanskar, this is one of the things we do. We do not unite 2 bodies together. We unite 2 families, 2 lineages together. 2 souls are merged to become one. The intent of Rukmini Devi here is to become one with Krishna so that she can be dissolved into him. I told you about the discussion the other day with Mandana Mishra and Adi Shankaracharya. Mandana Mishra tells Adi Shankaracharya, you're asking me to believe that everything that I see is unreal. And you're asking me to believe that everything I don't see is real. How is this possible? Where is your God? The God that you describe, where is him? How can I feel him? How can I experience him? Mandana Adi Shankaracharya says, Mandana Mishra, salt, when it is dissolved in water, you cannot see the salt anymore, but you can taste it. You can't see it, it is real. The very shadow you cast on the ground when you walk, right? It is not real, it's your shadow, but it exists. And so he went on, I told you that story the other day. We all are experiencing this consciousness, Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwod patyadi hetave. Because we can't meditate on something called consciousness or bliss or energy, the Lord has given us this beautiful, colorful form as Krishna. He's given it for us to dissolve into Him and to become one with Lord. Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mameshasite satyam te pratijani priyosime. Become one with the Lord. Bow to Him alone. Offer namaskar to Him alone. And He will, of course, enlighten us and elevate us. It is this way that Rukmini Devi wrote to the Lord. Now they start to prepare for the wedding. Om Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govinda O Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govinda Tatahamapi Tachito Nidram na Chalabhe Nisha Vedaham Rukmana Deshan Mamodraho Nivarita Tamanishya Janmata Rajanya Pasadamride Matsparanya Dhachi Medha Sogri Shikhamapi Vaha Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Bolo Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva O He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Tathahamapi Tachito Nidram Cha Nalabhadhe Nisha Vedaham Rukmina Deshan Mamo Dahyo Nivarita. The Lord Tachito Nidram Chalabhe Nisha. The Lord did not get any sleep that night. He did not get any sleep that night when he received that letter. No sleep at all. So what happened? The Lord leaves for Vidarbha. He hops in his chariot and he goes to Vidarbha. The Lord, of course, as he was going, Bhishma Kanya Vararoha Kanganamyam Gamanam Hare. Rukmini was looking out. The Lord did not appear. He did not show his presence. And what happens now? The time was coming. Bhagwan Shri Krishna did appear. He did appear now. And then the father, of course, saw Krishna Bhagwan. In the Vivah Sanskar, we have something called Madhuparka. Madhuparka Mupaniya Vasamsi Vijajasinaha. Madhuparka is given by the father of the Dulahan to the groom. Madhuparka, Madhuparko, Madhuparkam Pratigrihatam iti data vade, and so on. Yan Madino, Madhu. Lots of Madhu mantras are read when that is done. Madhuparka has a lot of meaning. Essentially, it means one of the things that I explain, because there are so many meanings you can get. When the father gives the Madhuparka, Madhuparka is made of honey and yogurt. Among the many, two things, something sweet and something sour. My explanation to the groom is that you must understand the emotions of the father, because today it is a bittersweet moment for him. It is a little sour or bitter for him because he's blessing you with his daughter, who he raised, who he guided, who he gave everything. He's blessing you with. So he's losing someone in some way. But it's a sweet emotion for him as well, because he knows he's blessing her with someone who will love her as he did, or even more. Madhupark. That's one thing. Madhupark is a royal drink as well that is offered to the kings. And when the father gives Madhupark to the groom, it is a formal permission that he can now marry his daughter. Of course, today it is given during the wedding ceremony, so that's the only time we can do it. But the father, Bhishmak, he gives the Madhupark to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Shishupal was there, the whole wedding was assembled, but Shri Krishna just appears, and he knew that his daughter was for Shri Krishna. My friends, there's a little bit of a background here as well. All of us want our children, yes, to marry someone, but it is our prayer as parents that our children, they will meet somebody in life, but they will continue to embrace God in their life. The temple here, all the children, we teach them every single day. We meet them, we talk about Bhagwan in their life. You're going to study, you're going to go to school, you're going to embrace life, but please never forget to embrace Bhagwan every step of the way. Madhuparka was given to Krishna Bhagwan, and what happened? Krishna Bhagwan accepted the Madhuparka, and Krishna Magata Karyantam, the villagers, everybody. It is one thing to be married, but when you're blessed by the entire village, you all know this in Guyana. I grew up in Guyana. When somebody gets married, it's the entire village that comes and they bless the child. They bless their daughter or they bless their son, whoever the case is. Everyone prayed for the well-being of Rukmini Devi because, as you know, it takes an entire village to raise a child. The wedding was beautifully done. Every time we do this Katha, it is always my humble appeal to our community. It is always my humble appeal to the community is that we have to be respectful to the wedding ceremony. You all know this, I've made it public. At the temple for some time now, we have put a stop. We are not doing weddings in the temple. You all know why? It is because of all the places that people can quench their thirst, they come to quench their thirst or drink alcohol in the temple. It's a significant loss for temples who have stopped doing it. We are a very poor temple, but it is hard to get the volunteers to walk in the yard and to pick up bottles and cups. It is even harder to stand up and watch people do those things. You have security guards, you have all these things, but nobody can do anybody anything. The police wouldn't even come, right, if you call them. So in order to preserve whatever sacredness we have in our temple, so much consecration, puja, katha, havan is done in this place, and then to watch people come desecrated by quenching the thirst of alcohol when they can do that at home and other place, we have put a stop now for weddings. Whatever we had booked during COVID, we have allowed it to happen. And that's what we have to do. Bad for the temple financially. A lot of kids who are growing up in the temple now are asking, Guruji, Panditji, we grew up in this temple, can we get married here? What are we going to do? The only thing we can do is park 2 police vehicles at the gate when the guests are coming in. But that's an embarrassment that in Hindu wedding, you have to get a police vehicle to monitor people to stop them from drinking poison. So that is the predicament we are in. It is bad, but it's good in many ways. We're following whatever little principles we can follow because we believe in them. This wedding, though, of Shri Krishna was done with a lot of pomp and joy. Well, not Krishna. This arrangement here was done with a lot of joy. Bhagwan Shri Krishna, as you know, you may say that Shri Krishna stole Rukmini Devi. Rukmini Devi, though, went. Namaste Twambike Bhikshnyam Swastanyutanam Shivam Bhuyat Patirbhe Bhagavana Krishnastadanumotanam. Namaste Twambike Bhikshnyam. She went to Ambika Devi. Just like Sita Devi, Jaya 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 Giriraja Kishori, Jaya Jakor Mukhachanda Chakori. Just like Mata Sita went to Mat Gauri and prayed. Just like the gopis went last night, Katyayani Devi, and they prayed to Mahakatyayani Devi for blessings to marry God. To marry God. It is said that the day of the wedding, The boy is Krishna or Ram, and the girl is Sita. It is our fervent hope and prayer that you at least behave like that during the wedding, like Ram and Sita, to really help us uplift our culture. Rukmini Devi went and she prayed to Bhagwati Mata, and what happened? The Devi of course never lets anyone down. The arrangement was made that the Krishna Bhagwan would meet her at a certain place. Krishna Bhagwan, well, we know he stole Makhan, and the Lord now is going to capture his devotee. Ratham Rama Ropya Suparya Laksham Rajanya Chakram Paribhuta Madhava Tato Yayo Rama Purogameshaneha Srigala Madhyadiva Bhagya Hadrahi. Ratham, he took his chariot, he met Rukmini Devi at the temple and took her away. One may say that he stole. When I was little, we used to do Katha, Katri Mandir, and one, of course, I was very young. I did not know this story very well, but I had a concern when an older lady asked me, Baltarat, can you talk about how Krishna Bhagwan stole Rukmini Devi? I did not know what to say because I did not even know that the Lord even stole Rukmini Devi. But friends, the Lord is a thief. Krishna Bhagwan is a thief. He steals, he steals the attention of the gopis. He steals the attention of the gopis. I told you last night, because their love is so much, he does not allow them to be anywhere else but with him. People offer golden thali of makhan, silver thali makhan. The Lord doesn't eat it. But the gopis, they offer the makhan. They did not even offer it. They had it in earthen pot. And the Lord broke the pot to eat the makhan because the love was pure. Prahlad Maharaj called upon Narsim Bhagwan, Narayan Bhagwan. The Lord came out of a pillar. There was no pran pratishtha done on that pillar. There was no puja done on it. There was no mala put on the pillar. The Lord came out of a pillar because Prahlad Maharaj's faith in the Lord was unparalleled, incomparable, right? The love and the faith must be there. The Lord stole Rukmini. If the Lord is going to take you away from shambles, take you away from distress, call it what you want. The Lord may steal you away, he may capture you away, he may take you away, whatever it let me say. At the end of it, we are no longer in the shambles that we are in. And so my friends, after some time, they got married. Of course, no karma goes unpunished. After they had their son Pradyumna, remember the prayer? Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya Nama Sankarshanaya Cha. The Gita, what is that? The Gita, Bhaagvat, Gayatri. So we are writing it down to give all of you that Satchidanaya Rupaya Pahi Pahi Mahayogin as a prayer for all of you to learn in your life as well. Some of you know it already. When they had their son Pradyumna, he was stolen and they only had him returned when he was 16 years old. Why? Because karma escapes no one, my friends. Karma escapes no one in this life. Before we do our annual arrival of the Lord and Rukmini Devi, the ladies will parche him and so. We'll sing this one beautiful song. I'll ask, of course, Baba to speak to us and Bandit Boj, and then we'll have the arrival of the Bharat. And so we're on time to finish on time tonight because I know the kids have to go to school and so. So let's sing this beautiful song.
काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है, काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है, मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, दिलदार है, काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है, काली
कमली वाला मेरा यार है,
मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, मेरा मन का मोहन तू तू मेरा यार है, मेरा दिलदार है। तू मेरा यार है, मेरा दिलदार है। हो काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है, काली
कमली वाला मेरा यार है।
मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, दिलदार है। मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है।
Buddy, clap your hands, come on.
मनमोहन मैं तेरा दीवाना गाऊं बस अब यही तराना।
बस अब यही तराना, बस अब यही तराना।
ओ मनमोहन मैं तेरा दीवाना गाऊं बस अब यही तराना, गाऊं बस अब यही तराना, गाऊं
बस अब यही तराना।
ओ शाम सलोना तो मेरा रिजवार है, शाम सलोना तू मेरा रिजवार है। मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है,
मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है।
दिलदार है। काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है, काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है। मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है,
मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है।
तू मेरा मैं तेरा पिया रे, यह जीवन अब तेरे सहारे, यह जीवन अब तेरे सहारे।
यह जीवन अब तेरे सहारे।
हो तू मेरा मैं तेरा पिया रे, यह जीवन अब तेरे सहारे, यह जीवन
अब तेरे सहारे, यह जीवन अब तेरे सहारे।
तेरे हाथ इस जीवन की पतवार है, तेरे हाथ इस जीवन की पतवार है। मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, ओ मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार, ओ दिलदार है। काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है, काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है। मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, ओ मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है। ओ मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है, मेरा मन का मोहन तू दिलदार है।
काली कमली वाला मेरा यार है. That one with the dark shawl, the dark scarf. He is my friend. He is my lifelong friend. Mera man ka mohan tu dildar hai. You can accept the Lord in so many ways. In Vrindavan, as you know, the most sold murti in Vrindavan, you know is who? Balakrishna, or Laddu Gopal as we call him. Laddu Gopal, he is the most sold murti in Vraj, because everyone looks at Krishna Bhagwan in Vraj as their son. You can have the Lord as your son, have the Lord as your friend, have the Lord as your husband. Whoever it is you want to have him as, have him. It's important that you have the Lord with you. Bole Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. I'd like to thank all of you for being here. I know a lot of the kids also are home tonight watching, but you're still here under a very hot tent, I may admit, but we are here in love for God. I'm so very blessed. Our temple is always blessed to have so many people, but we feel very, very special when Dr. Dubey and Pandit Bhoj are here with us. Tonight they're here. We have a little bit more to do, the coming of Bharat and so on, and that'll take a little bit. But before we do that, I'd like to, Dr. Dubey and Pandit Bhoj, Vishnu Mandir in general, has done quite a bit for us. The fact that they're here today, it means that our friendship and our love is still growing. Dr. Dubey cares a lot about people. I know, sometimes you look at him with his kurta and dhoti, and he may look very simple to you, but he's a practicing, licensed doctor, a heart surgeon, very important person who cares about the well-being of people. I think all of you know about the great work he has done around the world, in Guyana especially. Today, so many people are having dialysis because of his generous work. It is a blessing to have him. He even looks after my well-being, really careful about what you eat. I have to tell you, sometimes he sees me, he touches my belly, not because I look nice, but he's telling me I need to flatten my belly. And he has no shame in doing that, because that's how much he cares about people. So thankful and grateful that he's here today. We always look forward for a little nod from him, a little blessing from him, because it means so much to our community. He's a gem to us, and one who we always look up to. So I'm very, very happy to have Baba with us tonight. Dr. Dubey, please, if you can give Babaji a mic so he can bless us tonight. Sorry, it's a little low.
This tent is too low for me. Vyasji, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here to listen to Pandit Hardat. I must say, I listened to him a couple of nights ago when he was talking about Haas. And I said, what's wrong with this guy? Anyhow, he said that's how he knew it was Haas. I said, all right. That's a German word, by the way, Haas. And his explanations are beautiful, simple messages. I cannot develop more than what I heard here tonight, but I would like to tell our children who are here. If you look at those pictures there, Archimedes, 500-600 years ago, how did he say the earth was? Anybody remember? What Archimedes said about the earth, but 500-600 years ago? Anybody remember? He said the earth was flat. If you look at the third incarnation of Lord Vishnu there, you will see that Varaha lifted the earth from beneath the ocean. As you look at the earth there, this has been done thousands of years ago. The earth is round. See that? It looks like an atlas. Since that time, thousands and thousands of years ago, I want this to our children, because Pandit Hardat was saying, try to learn about our culture. I just want to deviate from Bhagavatam and tell you what the science is. And our saints and sages knew at that time that the earth was round. So much so, these Padwars are at the back, at least I can see there are two people from India. You ask them what geography was called in school. Geography was called Bhugol. Bhugol, Bhu, earth, Gol, round. That was thousands of years ago. I would like to tell you just quickly how rich our heritage is, how scientific. Christianity does not like science to come to talk about the religion. Many other religions don't like science. We embrace science. And we tell them, you come and bring your science, and we will talk to you in quantum physics, everything. Because we know about vibrations, we know about sound waves, we know about all these things, which our children should know, that your heritage is the greatest you will ever be in. There's no heritage like Hindu heritage. None. I have no qualms in saying this. I am not saying that our religion is the best. I'm saying our heritage, our culture, our knowledge, our scientific data have shown who, you know what the saints and sages teach you in India? What to find out what? Who am I? Where have I come from? Where do I go? This is the teaching of Hinduism. Puranas and so forth elucidate the teaching of the Vedas, make it easier, make it nicer. It's great to have Bhagavad Puran. Not many places you go and hear Bhagavad Puran in such beautiful Sanskrit. Bhagavad Sanskrit is not easy Sanskrit. It's difficult Sanskrit. Those who have seen Bhagavad Sanskrit, there's no cutting in between. The whole long line is one shloka. So it is a difficult text, very beautiful to narrate, good blessings. But I want the children to understand our religion goes beyond that. And we go beyond. Look at today, India has gone to the south side of the moon. And where are they going now? They are going towards the sun. What a great heritage we have come from. When people tell you all you are idol worshippers, and when the people tell you all worship cows, children, even adults, read about your religion, know your religion. Go to Google Guru. Go to Google Guru and find out about who you all are. And the blood of those rishis run through our veins. Don't let us let them down. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Baba, for your blessings this evening. And his presence here alone is a blessing for us always. I'd like to ask Pandit Bhoj as well, who is with us this evening. Pandit Bhoj is our family priest and has been with us for so many momentous occasions. He's very instrumental in helping, for our temple to run in terms of rituals and all that. So we are very thankful for his presence here tonight, and I'd like to ask him for his blessings.
Prem se bolo Kandhaya Lal ki jai. Reverend Vyasji, my dear Guruji, friends and family, it is a pleasure to be here to listen to our own product presiding over Bhagvat Puran. His grandfather, I was told, was a Bhagwati Pandit. And today, I'm sure wherever his Atma is, his father and mother would be pleased to know that he can sit in this congregation, read so beautifully, and inspire so many young and old people. He has done a wonderful job again besides the Bhagavad. For the month of Shravan, he went on for both months, the Shuddh Mass and the Ashuddh Mass. And a lot of people captured the puja that he did. We hope he may continue with his wonderful children and the community to present to us these simple teachings but meaningful one. I will conclude by saying just a short prayer. Baba has said enough, Panditji has read so beautifully, and I know we have more things to do. We ask Bhagwan to bless him and bless this Mandir, Bhavani Shankar Mandir. Hari Om Padmaskanda Vihanga Matsa Pavana Kurmadilinga Dvayam Kurmavarada Narada Hari Sri Vishnu Bhavishotara Markhandeyadidvita Sahitam Shri Brahma Vaivartakam Etad Shrimad Bhagavat Purana Katitham Yad Vaishnavanandhanam Prem Savalokandaaya Lal ki jai.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bhoj, for your blessings and your kind words, and for being here with us tonight. again, always so very supportive to everything we do. And we certainly look forward to continuing that beautiful relationship and that guidance always from Vishnu Mandir. We will have both of them come in the same time, Rukmini Devi and the Krishna at the same time. So if we can, we will start with a song and they will come in. They will come straight in front here, and then afterwards everyone will come and offer prasad and whatever gifts you have brought for them. Children usually sing a song, Aao meri sakhiyo mujhe mehendi laga do, mujhe sundar saja do, mujhe sham sundar ki dulhan bana do. Afterwards we'll ask Hemanji to come grace us as well. It's so beautiful to have you here. Our sanskar at the temple is preserved so well, all of course with the help of Hemant and Vaishali-ji. It is so nice to see both of you. They will resume dancing classes and singing classes here at the temple in September with some new classes happening. I'm sure you all are aware of that now, and we're so glad that you're here to grace our Bhagvat tonight. God bless you both and your family as well for helping to preserve our culture.
आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे मेहंदी लगा दो, मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे ऐसी सजा दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन,
This is Rukmini Devi singing this.
मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बनाओ, आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे मेहंदी लगा दो.
Everybody please stand as we welcome the Lord and Rukmini Devi.
आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे मेहंदी लगा दो, मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे सुंदर सजा दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम
सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो,
अरे मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो,
मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो.
श्री रुक्मिणी महारानी की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय.
सत्संग में मेरी बात चलाई,
सत्संग में मेरी बात चलाई,
ओ सतगुरु ने मेरी की रे सगाई,
सतगुरु ने मेरी की सगाई,
उनको बुला के हाथ में बातों करा दो, मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे सुंदर सजा दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन
बना दो.
मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे सुंदर सजा दो, मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे ऐसी सजा दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की
दुल्हन बना दो,
अरे मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो. आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे मेहंदी लगा दो, आओ मेरी सखियों मुझे
मेहंदी लगा दो,
मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे सुंदर सजा दो,
मेहंदी लगा दो मुझे सुंदर सजा दो,
मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन बना दो, मुझे श्याम सुंदर की दुल्हन.
श्याम सुंदर भगवान की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की. In the interest of time, we'll just come this evening, and newly wedded couple is here, Bhagwan Shri Krishna uniting with Rukmini Devi to continue to preserve our dharma. We'll ask all of you now in your own way to please come on up and offer your prasadam and whatever flowers usually you do every night in a very orderly manner. This shouldn't take too long, about 10 minutes or so, after which we'll do vote of thanks and the arti as well. Please be seated. Thank you. Emanji, if you can please sing bhajan for us. Auntie Tej, how you? So nice to see you. Please render us a bhajan tonight before you.
गोविंद 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 गाना गोविंद 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 गाना गण रे गोविंद के गुण
गोविंद के गुण गोविंद के
गोविंद के गुण गाना गोविंद के गुण गाना मैं गाना
गोविंद के गुण
गाना
गोविंद के गुण
राजा रूठे नगरी राखे
राजा रूठे
नगरी राखे
रूठे कहाँ जाना
सवरा हरि रूठे कहाँ जाना
जाना
गोविंद के गुण गाना गोविंद के गुण राजा रूठे नगरी राखे राजा रूठे नगरी राखे राजा रूठे नगरी राखे राजा रूठे नगरी राखे हाँ हरि रूठे कहाँ जाना
प्रभु जी
हरि रूठे कहाँ जाना गोविंद के गुण गाना गोविंद के गुण गाना
मैं गोविंद के गुण
गाना गोविंद के गुण गाना विष का प्याला राणा भेजा 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 अमृत कर पी जाना
प्रभु जी अमृत कर पी जाना गोविंद के
मेरा वक्त तो प्रेम दीवानी मेरा वक्त तो प्रेम दीवानी गोविंद 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 गाना 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 गोविंद गाना गोविंद गाना गोविंद 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 जब जब पीड़ पड़ी भगतन पर तब ही प्रभु अवतार लियो कष्ट को नष्ट कियो जग से वसुधा को प्रभु तार लियो गोविंद 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 गाना गोविंद 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 गाना गोविंद 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 गाना गोविंद 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 गाना गोविंद गाना गोविंद गाना
A big hand for Hemanji and the lovely children. Vedant, always very nice to hear all of you here today, and Vaishnavi as well. We will not conclude unless Auntie Tej do Kirtan for us. I insist, Auntie Tej. While Auntie Tej is doing her preparations for the Kirtan, I like, in lieu of the usual vote of thanks tonight, for me to acknowledge our sponsors. Chris, one second. We won't do the RT now. Just one Kirtan first, and we'll do the RT. I'd like to acknowledge our sponsor tonight, Chris Mangru and his family. They are, as you know, tremendous supporters of the temple and devotees of the temple as well. So happy that they could join us tonight and provide bhojan for us tonight as well. And on all the people who have sponsored online as well, God bless all of you always. We're so very indebted to your generosity, everybody. We'll have a kirtan and Tej, and then we'll do art.
Gopal Krishna Hari Om, Gopind Krishna Hari Om, Gopal Krishna Hari Om, Govind Krishna Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Krishna Om, Krishna Om, Krishna Om, Krishna Om. Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopal Krishna Hari Om, Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopal Krishna Hari Om. Hari Om, 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 Hari Om.
Thank you so much, Auntie Tej. Always nice to hear you, and thanks so much for being with us tonight. You can please join us in the RT as well, if please. Quick announcement, tomorrow, as you know, is our final night of the Katha. We do Sudharma Charitra, Parikshit Moksh, Uddhav Gita, and the summary of the chapters. And then the next day we move into the temple as we celebrate Janmashtami. Janmashtami satsang has been held from 7:30 p.m. The satsang starts. Puja will be done earlier, 7:30 p.m. In the morning we have Abhishekam to Bhagwan Radha and Krishna starting from 8 a.m. On the morning of Janmashtami. Then we'll take the day and prepare, and then evening we have our satsang. Puja at 6:30, satsang 7:30, and we finish at midnight. We're hoping that all of you can join us online and here as well. Please come on out to the temple. We're expecting a lot of people and to celebrate with you. Please stay in tune for our upcoming Ganesh Visarjan and Ganesh Visarjan program and pujas that is happening in the temple. To all the lovely children returning to school tomorrow, God bless all of you. I hope that you pray, but more so you take your studying and your studies very, very seriously. Good luck, God blessings. We'll all stand for Aarti now. यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे. Nitesh, please listen to the Aarti.
जय भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है
पापियों को पाप से है तारती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
गोविंदा गोपाला मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला,
गोविंदा गोपाला मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला,
मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला,
मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला,
मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला,
मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला।
गोविंदा गोपाला मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला,
गोविंदा गोपाला मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला।
हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे।
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्यनगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः, गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। सेवन्तिकावकुलचम्पकपाटलब्धे पुन्नागजातिकरवीररसालपुष्पै बिल्वा प्रबालतुलसीदलमञ्जरीभिस्त्वं पूजयामि जगदीश्वर मे प्रसिद्ध। नानासुगन्धपुष्पाणि यथा कालोद्भवानि च पुष्पाञ्जलिर्मया दत्त गृहाणां परमेश्वरो। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोलिए भागवत भगवान की, व्यास जी महाराज की, सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की, भवानी शंकर महादेव की जय। जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव शंभो।
प्रेम से बोल श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल भगवान की जय।
I would like to take a moment to honor and thank our Vyasji, who is no other than our very own Pandit Hardat Ashwar, for making today's event a huge success. You know, when God created this world, He did not forget to create special people like you. Your support made me realize how special you are in not only my life, but the lives of your devotees. Your devotion towards Dharma and your community is admirable. I extend a real hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, who, by the way, does not need much introduction, for he's an icon to our Hindu society. On behalf of Pandit Hardat and the members of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, I would like to welcome Dr. Dubey, who, by the way, recently celebrated his birthday. And as Pandit Bodh mentioned, he does not look his age. Let's give him a big welcome. Happy birthday. Congratulations and Shri Krishna's blessing always. Thank you, Dr. Dubey, for taking time from your busy schedule to grace this occasion. Thank you also to Pandit Bodh and Didi Tej from the Vishnu Mandir. It is such a pleasure to see you both and in good health. May Shri Krishna continue to bless you both. Thank you to Himatji, Vishalaji, Panwar and family. Such a pleasure having you grace this Bhagvat. And thank you for this special rendition. Thank you to our in-house sponsor, Babita, Chris Mangru and family from Powder Coating Professional Limited for your contribution towards the Bhagvat Katha and for always supporting Bhavani Shankar Mandir with your generous contributions. Also, thanks to our online sponsors, Gayatri Nareen, Vidya Raymond Devanand and family, Lynn Bahadur, Bisun Dey Ramcharan, Rahoni Lal, Ramdat Brahamdin, and Lalauti Pretty Paul. Thank you also for the contribution of the Bhojan, which was sponsored by Mangal and family. Thanks to the volunteers in the kitchen, for we are grateful for your continuous support. Thank you for your dedication, Pandit Suraj and Pandit Anil, our in-house priests of Bhavani Shankar Mandir. A special thanks also to Pandit Shekhar for your dedication and faithfulness are a blessing to us. Thanks to the singers and musicians who have done an excellent job. To Tamesh, you are an incredible Basuri flute player. I loved your show of emotion throughout your performance. As I mentioned to you last evening, you keep this up and you will also attain your gopis. The only thing I don't know how you're going to multiply yourself so that you would be able to dance with each gopi. Thanks also to our very own Bhavani Shankar tech team, Akash, Bhuvan, and Varun. Great job, guys. And Ryan, sorry. With a deep sense of gratitude on behalf of Pandit Hardat and the members of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, we would like to thank our loving devotees for attending in person and virtual. On a sad note, our Bhagavad is coming to an end, tomorrow being the last day. The good news is, devotees, it is not too late to be a sponsor, whether it's in-house or virtual. Simply go to our website, bhavanishankarmandir.com, Click on Bhaagvat and make your selection. Thank you for your attention. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Auntie Oma. Like I mentioned, Arti will be going around, Prasad will be shared at the door, and Bhojan is prepared.